He looked like the boy next door. Blonde hair, quiet, polite. But behind that vacant stare was something unthinkable. A darkness so deep it shocked the world. This is the story of Jeffrey Dahmer, the man who became known as the Milwaukee Cannibal. Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer was born on May 21st, 1960, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to Lionel and Joyce Dahmer. His father was a chemist, his mother, a teletype machine instructor. From the outside, they were a typical American family. But inside the Dahmer home, things were far from perfect. Joyce suffered from severe mental health issues, depression, anxiety, even seizures. Lionel was often absent, buried in his studies. Jeffrey, left alone and ignored, began to withdraw into himself. Even as a toddler, he seemed different. At age 4, Jeffrey underwent a double hernia surgery. Some speculate this event triggered a personality shift. He became more isolated, more introverted, and then he discovered death. Young Jeffrey began collecting roadkill. He dissected animals in the backyard shed. He was fascinated not by the life of these creatures, but by what lay inside them. His father, a scientist, thought it was a budding curiosity. He even showed him how to bleach bones. He didn't know he was helping build a monster. Jeffrey's teenage years were a slow-motion descent. 1978, just weeks after graduating high school, Jeffrey Dahmer picked up his first victim. 18-year-old Stephen Hicks was hitchhiking to a rock concert. Jeff invited him back for drinks. When Stephen tried to leave, Dahmer hit him with a dumbbell, strangled him, and dismembered the body. He buried the remains in the backyard. Later, he would dig them up, crush the bones, and scatter them. For nearly a decade, Dahmer would live a double life. He joined the army, but was discharged due to alcoholism. He lived in Miami, then back with his grandmother in Wisconsin. And slowly, the urges returned. Over the next several years, Dahmer lured men, often young, often vulnerable, back to his apartment. He drugged them, strangled them, and then he experimented. Necrophilia, dismemberment, preservation. Neighbors complained of foul smells, of strange noises at night. But somehow, Jeffrey kept his secret. By 1991, Dahmer's one-bedroom apartment became a chamber of death. Inside were skulls, torsos, severed heads, preserved organs, even a 57-gallon drum filled with acid. But to outsiders, he was quiet, polite, forgettable. No one imagined the horrors that lay just beyond his door. On July 22nd, 1991, Dahmer's carefully built world collapsed. A man named Tracy Edwards escaped his apartment, running through the Milwaukee streets with handcuffs dangling from his wrist. He led police back to Dahmer's home. What officers found inside would shock the world. Photographs of dismembered bodies, human remains in the fridge. The truth was undeniable. In 1992, he was sentenced to 15 consecutive life terms. At his trial, families of victims wept, screamed, even confronted him face to face. Dahmer sat emotionless, sometimes apologetic, but never fully understood. On November 28, 1994, inside Columbia Correctional Institution, Jeffrey Dahmer met his own violent end. Another inmate, Christopher Scarver, beat him to death with a metal bar. After years of inflicting death, Dahmer himself became its victim. Today, Dahmer remains one of history's most infamous serial killers. His story is not just about violence, but about failure. Failures of police. Failures of neighbors ignored. Failures of a society that didn't see the warning signs. The name Jeffrey Dahmer lives on. Not as a man, but as a chilling reminder of what can lurk behind ordinary walls. thoughts on the way this case was handled? Do you think the justice system failed? Do you believe this case could have been prevented? Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one.